Tiene que ser la misma cadena, ni siquiera no.
Drie lusters zijn gemaakt door een Italiaanse kunstenaar. Het zijn spiegels in Murano-glas. Ik weet niet hoeveel waren er nu weer. Schatje, weet je dat nog? Hoeveel spiegels er... Ik geloof dat er 300 of 400 spiegels per bol zitten. Is in Italië gemaakt, is hier door de artiesten in elkaar gestoken. Want je ziet andere kleuren. De zaal, zoals ik zei, 1700 plaatsen, geeft de indruk. De Griekse koningin, Anna-Marie, is het.
We're going to see more of these pack houses later on. A pack house is a place where you would take in goods from around the world. This one was used for the Asian part, but there's an even better story to this building, I think. It's not owned by the foreign ministry, but in old time when it was built, you will notice the facade, lots of windows, lots of doors, lots of arches on the facade of this building here. That is because Christian IV told his royal architect, Nikolai, usually. So in a democratic way, we are part of a new country. Alright, pointing your direction to this unusual green building here on the left side of the boat. This is now called a standard, but in the old times it was a ferry terminal. So if you ever got the crazy idea you wanted to go to Sweden, are there any Swedes on board? Yes, we can make fun of the Swedes today. Alright. There are two early birds out there I see. I was about to tell you guys that this is a place where they bathe. Just yesterday there was like 150 people, and I see divers and jumpers from this roof doing acrobatic stuff before they hit the water. These old military buildings that were owned by the Royal Navy. However, the Royal Navy just has one presence now on the smallest island that we're going to see later. Now it is recreational. You have apartments, offices, and here to the right you have a huge area there. That is School of Design, School of Building, School of Building, nice. School of Design, School of Architecture, School of Music, School.
Nu zijn dat trappen, maar dat waren schuin oplopende vlakken. En links en rechts waren het dan ateliers.
About 1 hour, 2 hours, you will see people in the way God created them. Alright, yeah, it's quite a liberal area. I'm going to tell about that later because I want you guys to notice that every time we get to the nude beach, it's like, over here to the left. Just hit it. What will the boat do? It will go back and forth, and now imagine you're the guy who have to aim a 200-year-old design cannon. Something. That was a terrible design. Swedish, of course, and our only port substitution for a fleet. However, they're now made into a textile. We as a capital cannot produce it ourselves. So we actually pay Great Britain, Ireland, Germany and Norway for their rubbish and waste and have it sailed to Copenhagen and burn the power plant in order to fuel this capacity.
Okay.
Girls aged 13 to 18, they can go on the ship and they can, which is required to sail. So they will also go into the mast and they will set the sail. There's a few of these young, beautiful people on board already doing their nautical practice. Submarine in 1964, you have the chance right here in Kopenhagen. And I want to tell you guys a little story about this warship. It was fantastic. from this ship launched a missile. A fully armed American-made Harpoon missile. And this unusual building that you have here on the right side, some people ask that is a mast crane. And so if you guys have ever wondered how they would hoist the masts on the large ship like Vasco da Gama. Century by a German engineer. And speaking of Germans, this is where Germans got all of the diesel engines for the submarines during the Second World built here by the Kriegsmarine. There are no Germans left, there are no diesel engines left. Now it's purely the same face and attributes in his other art from the same time. He was very fond of using his own wife for his art actually. That is called the Churchill Park, and it is named in commemoration of Winston Churchill. I don't know French. Second, she was leader of a slave revolt on these islands in 1798. And this beauty over here, one of the two founding Russians of Gazprom. Queen is not home today. She's usually waving at the window when I come by. No, that's no why. There's another reason I know she's not home, because there's a tradition at this. And if you come to the courtyard, and you have the time for it today, because it is every day at 12 precise. In the court, the Federalist Church, that is the name, but everyone here in Copenhagen called it the Marble Church. And that is because it was originally in the intent that it be made purely out of marble and be certain bathing spots then around here. But you are allowed to bathe anywhere in the waters. If you don't feel like bathing here, the Netherlands, or the Rotterdam, or Amsterdam, or Den Haag, anywhere in the Netherlands, you might have noticed some similarities in the architecture and in the use of houseboats, of course. Are there any Dutch people? No, but you guys probably been to Amsterdam once or twice. Christian IV actually built this entire place for the Dutch people. And he did this partly because he was in love with Dutch architecture in the Renaissance, but he also did it because Dutch people were very skilled sailors and very renowned. Made blocks, yes. Lego blocks actually was the designer's purpose too. They would print the money for their employees. So if you're a public servant or a soldier, for example, they have their own museums, of course, they don't want to mingle with the filthy peasants of Copenhagen that they needed to be entertained. However, they can of course go out in public now. They are very chill. And over here on the right hand side is Yale Art College at age 11, and then he moved to Rome, changing his name to Alberto, and there he could do sculptures and art.
Nu was er gewoon
ideaal en het ideaal en dan doen ze dat terug weg.
bij ons dacht je nou.
Zet je apparaat op, hè? Ja. Zet je apparaat op. Doe ik meteen.
Naast de functie dat zij de koning of de koningin een dak boven het hoofd hebben. Dat is altijd op de hoogste verdieping, omdat dat de enige is die ze kunnen overdekken zonder dat er draagmuren moeten omzetten. Ja? Waarom? Hier ligt een houten dak op. En een houten dak weegt natuurlijk veel minder zwaar dan stenen muren die er beneden zijn. Vandaar dat we beneden, eenmaal dat we naar beneden gaan, dat we zien dat er verschillende kamers zullen zijn. Maar als men een grote ruimte nodig had, dan was dat altijd op de bovenste verdieping. Maar wat fantastisch is, van de koning met daar kruis bovenop, daarnaast mocht de koningin plaatsnemen. Nu, wat hier bijzonder is, dat zijn die zilveren leren. Wat? Het zijn zilveren leren en wat die leren moesten doen was de koning beschermen. Dus houd afstand, komt dan niet aan, want gratis.
En andere koninklijke kinderen.